Good morning. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. We will flow through a very linear general Vinyasa practice. So we will go through the sun salutations, Surya Namaskar B, and then add on from there. So if there's anything that you need to modify, I invite you to use a block or have a block handy. You can always come down into child's pose, and you can always return to downward dog to catch your breath there. So we'll start laying down on our backs. So you can just extend the legs out long to the width of the mat, and you can just bring that left hand to the heart, right hand to the belly. Just drop the shoulders, the elbows, and a gentle tuck of the chin in. You can take a deep breath in through the nose, filling up into the hands with the breath. And completely releasing that breath out through the mouth. You can take a couple more like that. Deep inhale. And complete exhale. In. And out. And you can just allow the breath to be natural. Allow it to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Just allowing yourself to settle, to arrive in your body. And as an invitation for you to arrive, you can scan through the body, just noticing how you feel physically, energetically, and emotionally. And then you can take whatever you need to help support you in your practice today. So I invite you to set intention. Maybe it's that you need a little more patience or a little more love for self, a little more kindness or acceptance to wherever you're at. Just giving you the next few breaths to manifest that first thought or word. And then when you're ready, you'll begin to draw that right knee into the chest. You can squeeze it in. You can engage this left leg, so flex the foot. And as you draw that right knee down in towards the chest, you can allow it to sway out to the side just a little. Keep squeezing it in and feeling that tension dissolve in the hip flexor, the upper thigh. And then you can slide that right hand up to the outside of the right foot. So the arm is on the inside for a half happy baby. Left hand to the hip flexor. And then just draw that knee out wide, a little bit longer, a little bit wider. And maybe you extend that heel just a little. And then you'll begin to draw that left sole of the foot to the floor, bending the knee, right ankle on top of the left knee. You can push that right knee away for a couple breaths. And then you'll draw that left knee in. You can interlace the fingers underneath the thigh or on top of the shin. Okay. You can drop the shoulders down, maybe draw the chin in. And you can just move the hips a little to the left and then back to the right. Draw that knee just in a little bit closer. And then you'll just release the lace of the fingers. You'll drop that right foot over to the left And then you can tuck it under maybe the knee or onto the floor, taking a twist. So you'll gaze over to that right hand, or you can cactus that elbow, dropping the shoulder, breathing into the belly. And then we'll slowly release back through center. You can extend that right leg long and draw left knee into the chest. Flex that right foot, keep the leg engaged, and then draw that knee down towards the ribs. And then allow it to splay out a little. So you're squeezing. And then you can slide that left hand up to the blade of the foot, right arm to the inside, a half happy baby, right hand to the right hip flexor. I'm just keeping that right hip down as maybe you extend through the left heel. If I need a little length. Good. Taking one more breath. And then you can come back. You'll draw the sole of the right foot to the floor, bending the knee, left ankle on top, and then you can press that left knee away. Good. Take one more breath here. And then slide those hands underneath the thigh, interlace, or on top of the shin. Good. Drop the shoulders down. And you can move just a little the hips over to the right. Just intensifying that stretch. And maybe back over to the left. Drawing that knee in just a little bit closer. Last 3 breaths here. And then you can release that right foot to the floor. Good. Left knee will come across to the right into a twist. So again, you can extend that arm out long, or you can cactus the elbow. Good. Use that right hand to twist a little bit deeper as you press down on that left knee. Deep breath into the belly. And then slowly you can begin to return through center, both knees into the chest, hands underneath the thighs. You'll begin to rock forward and back, just massaging the spine if that feels good. 3, 2, and 1. We'll come up to a seat. We'll roll over the legs so you can adjust knees back underneath the hips into a tabletop, hands underneath the shoulders. Good. We'll resume with a couple cat-cows. So as you inhale, you draw the chest through, shoulders back, and untuck the tail. Exhale as you round through the spine, press down into the mat, draw that chin up in towards the chest. Inhale, opening, lifting, shoulders back. Exhaling, pressing down, rounding, chin in. Take one more. And out. And from here we can tuck those toes, draw back onto the heels, and then we'll hover the knees just above the mat. You can bounce a little here, stretching and opening the arcs of the feet. Taking note of the position of the hands, pressing through index finger and thumb, pressing down through the knuckles. And then we'll lift those hips up high. The spine is long, you can keep those knees bent. You draw the chest towards the thigh. Maybe you drop one heel down to the floor, bending the other knee. And then just moving in a way that serves the body. Awakening the hamstrings, the shoulders, maybe a little shrug of the shoulders up towards the ears. And just taking the next 3-4 breaths to maybe twist, open into the sidelines of the body. Maybe to pause into one side. And then you can settle in your downward facing dog here. So we'll take 5 breaths in downward facing dog. Just check in with your alignment. So toes slightly turned in to hide the heels as you gaze back. We draw those hips up high. Legs don't have to be straight. You can have this soft bend in the knees. And you're finding length through the spine as you press down through the hands. Relax the head. You take 3 more breaths here. You can begin to cultivate that Ujjayi breath. And then you'll take that right leg high on your inhale. Lift it up, lengthen, keep that hip squared as you point through the toes. On your exhale, you can draw that knee in towards the nose round and step it forward, top of the mat. You can drop that back knee down towards the floor, lift the chest, draw the shoulders back, keep the hands down. Good, take 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, hands down, right foot back, downward facing dog. Left leg goes high, inhale. Keep hips squared, lengthen through those toes. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, and step that foot forward, top of the mat. Right knee drops down, draw the shoulders back, keep the hands down, but lift that chest. Take 1 more full breath here. And out, plant the hands, left foot goes back, downward facing dog. Good, we'll take that right leg high again, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, and step it forward. This time we keep that back knee lifted. We drop the hips, draw the chest forward, shoulders back. 1 more breath. And on your exhale, you'll plant the hands, downward facing dog. Left high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in, round, step it forward. Keep that back knee lifted, drop the hips, lift the chest, shoulders back. 1 breath in. This time on your exhale, you'll step to the top of the mat. Forward fold over top of the legs. You can take ragdoll, hands to elbows. So the feet are hip width apart. The knees can be bent or straight. We're drawing the crown of the head towards the floor and shifting the weight into the front of the feet. Take a few breaths here. Maybe you'd like to shift side to side. And then you'll release those hands to the floor. You roll up vertebrae by vertebrae to stand. Good, into Tadasana. Reach those fingers down towards the earth, lift the chest, draw the shoulders back. Stand firmly through the soles of the feet. Reach and lift up through the crown. On your inhale, you can sweep those arms up. Good. On your exhale, folding forward over top of the legs. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, take 2 steps back, plank pose. Inhale here. Ashtangasana. As you exhale, drop knees, chest and chin. Inhale, peel the chest up, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths in and out. In and out. You'll bend to the knees, take the gaze forward, hips back. Exhale, step or lightly hop, top of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms up, stand tall. Exhale, palms through center. Good. Come back to Tadasana, reset. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, step or a light hop back through plank. Lower on your exhale, maybe all the way to the floor. Inhale, pick the chest up, shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Take one more breath in and out. Take that gaze forward, bend the knees, step or a light hop, top of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, arms come up, stand tall. Exhale, palms through center. Back to Tadasana, reset, inhale. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa, step, float or fly. Press through the hands. Lower Chaturanga. Inhale, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog. 2 breaths in. And complete breaths out. In and out. Take that gaze forward, inhale. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, palms through center. Tadasana, reset. Inhale, reach up, last round. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, float or fly, back Vinyasa. Inhale brings you up, Cobra or Urdhva Mukha. Exhale draws you back, Ardhva Mukha. 2 breaths in and out. Gazes forward, hips back, inhale. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, stand tall. Exhale, palms through center. Back to Tadasana, adding on Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana. Sit those hands along the floor, sit the buttocks down low. And then exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, Vinyasa, step or float it back. Inhale, lift, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Ardha Mukha. Right leg goes high, inhale, reach it long. Exhale, draw knee in, round, and step that foot forward. Warrior 1, rise up on your inhale. And then flow down on your exhale, frame the foot, right foot steps back, Vinyasa. Inhale and exhale. Good. Left leg goes high, inhale. Exhale, knee in, round, step it forward, top of the mat. Inhale, Warrior 1, all the way up. Exhale, Vinyasa. Take it back, Chaturanga or Ashtangasana. Urdhva Mukha or Cobra. Ardhva Mukha, downward facing dog. Take one big breath in through the nose and a cleansing out through the mouth. Take one more like that. Gaze is forward, inhale, bend those knees. Exhale, step or float, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Utkatasana, inhale, sweep those hands along the earth and up. Exhale, sink low. Inhale, stand tall, mini back bend. Exhale, palms through heart space. Tadasana. Next, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, sink low. And then fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Rise. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great, trace. Right leg high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in, round, and step it forward, top of the mat. Warrior 1, inhale, ground through that back heel. Heel, lift And exhale, hands down, Vinyasa. Left high, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw knee in, round, step it forward. Ground through back heel, inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, Vinyasa. Step it back, flow with control. In and out. Inhale through the nose, cleansing out through the mouth. Inhale, I feel like I need one more. And exhale, gaze is forward, bend those knees. Exhale, step or float forward, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, sweep those hands up and those knees. Exhale, sink down low. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, palms of the hands to heart space. Good. We'll begin to add on. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bring the hands to the top of the mat, bend those knees. So you can either choose to stay here in this toe stand with the heels touching, or draw the knees to the backs of the triceps, or to the armpits if you're a little more advanced. Press through the hands and you begin to float right foot or left foot up off the floor as you shift that weight forward. Good, maybe you bring both toes to meet. Keep that dristi out in front for 3, 2, 1. Step back to plank or float through your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Great work. Right leg goes high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, and then step that foot forward lightly. Rise up on your inhale, warrior one, drop that back heel, left hip forward. And we'll stay here on your exhale. You can bring the palms together, or maybe take Kali Mudra. Drawing that chest through, shoulders back. And continue to draw that left hip forward. So very gentle tuck of the tail. Soften into that right knee. Gazing up. Take one more inhale, find a little more length. And as you exhale, bring the palms of the hands down to the heart space. We'll twist over to the right, hooking left elbow. Good. If you'd like, you can lift this back heel from the earth to find a little more space in that twist. You're looking back, dropping the hips down a little bit deeper. 2, 1. On an inhale, we'll transition back to warrior one. Lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Adjust those feet. So back foot parallel to the short edge of the mat. Soften into right knee. Reach through those arms with the fingers and gaze forward. On your next inhale, you'll flip that palm up to the sky. And on your exhale, sweep it down to the earth. Both hands come down, right foot steps back, inhale. Exhale, flow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw back. Take your time, catch your breath. Left leg goes high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round. Lightly stepping that foot forward. Warrior one, rise up. Drawing right hip forward, grounding through the blade of the foot, and then bring those palms together. Maybe you take Kali Mudra, draw that chest through, shoulders back. You can take that gaze up as you tuck that right hip under, and then soften into that left knee. 3, 2, and 1. We'll draw those palms of the hands down to center on your exhale. Take that twist over to the left, hooking that right elbow. Again, you can choose to lift that back heel, bringing the hands a little closer to the center of the heart, and gazing back for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, transition, warrior 1. Rise up. Exhale, warrior 2. So again, just align that back foot to the short edge of the mat so it's parallel. Bending into this left knee. Reaching through those fingers. And softening the shoulders. On your next inhale, flip that left palm up to the sky. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, Vinyasa, cartwheel those hands down, left foot steps back, plank pose, so you can hold here. Let's hold in plank. Good. Catch your breath, tuck the tail, press through the hands so there's this subtle protraction in the shoulder blades. And then from here we'll roll over onto the blade of that right foot, turn the hand, Vashisthasana. If you need to drop the knee, you can. To modify. Left arm reaches up. We stack hand underneath the shoulder. Good. And maybe you reach that top hand to the front of the room or the front of the mat. Keep lifting those hips up. 3, 2, 1. Drop that left hand down back to plank pose and shift back downward facing dog. Take your breath. We'll take that right leg high. Inhale. We'll move a little bit quicker. Exhale, draw knee in towards the nose, round, step it forward. Cartwheel hands up, warrior 2. Good. And then inhale, right arm up, reverse. And then exhale, right hand down to the floor or elbow to the knee. You choose. You can use the block if you need. Plant a hand, draw that tricep into the knee, pushing it away, and drop those hips down a little bit deeper. Option to bring that left hand towards the front of the room or to take a bind. We're here for 3, 2, and 1. Left arm reaches back up. Exhale, right arm reaches up, reverse. Take an inhale. And then exhale, straighten that front leg, Trikonasana. Heel toe this back foot in just a little. Gaze is forward, we reach forward. And then cartwheel that hand down onto the shin, lift that left hand up. We take that gaze to the thumb, use the block if you need. One more breath here. You will reverse that Trikonasana. Inhale, press through that right toe, right arm reaches up. Good. And then exhale, cartwheel those hands down, we'll turn. We'll adjust that back foot in, 3 to 4 foot. Pyramid pose. Lift through the chest, inhale. So that back heel is down. And then exhale, folding in. Chin towards the shin. Crown of the head towards those toes. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, we'll lift the chest. Press through the hands. Option to bend this right knee here. You can take this left foot back a little. We'll come into a 3-legged dog. Inhale. Good. Exhale, open that hip up. We'll draw forward into a plank, a wild thing. We'll drop that foot to the outside of the mat. Lift those hips, lift the shoulder, gaze to the hand. Good. Your next inhale, right hand will come down, right knee in, and then step that foot forward. Good. From here, we'll find our way up, pressing into right foot. Knee into the chest, and we'll take that figure of 4. Ankle on top of that right knee, flex the foot. So I'm going to turn towards you so you can see here. Good. Now from here we can begin to sit the buttocks, the hips back. And You can keep the hands at the center of the heart, or maybe you drop the elbows towards the knee or the arc of the foot. Holding here for 3. If you would like to go a little bit further, maybe you fold over the legs by bringing the hands to the floor. Good. Now from here we will bring the hands to the floor. So turn back, hands to the floor. We're going to lower the hips and then come up onto the toe of the right foot, the toes, lifting the heel. Good, so you can adjust your hands to the side. So we're sitting on that right heel. Good. Now, gently you're going to walk those hands back and we'll sit down. Yes, well done. So we're back in this pigeon pose. Where the fingers can stay here pointing towards the buttocks, or you can turn them maybe up onto the fingers to get a little closer. And lifting the chest, drawing the shoulders back. And again, I invite you to shift a little to the left, to the right. Just exploring sensation. Good. You take one more breath here. And then you can move the hips away from that heel just a little. You can drop that left foot over to the right. Okay? So we're going to come into a twist from here. If you need to extend that right leg, you can. Otherwise, we take that left hand behind you. Maybe onto the fingers again. Right arm reaches up. And as you hook that right elbow, will twist back. You can drop that left sit bone just a little. For 3 deep breaths in to the belly and complete breaths out. You can begin to return through center. You can make your way through Vinyasa, so maybe you bring the hands forward, take 2 steps back, and then flow. So from downward facing dog, we'll move forward into that high plank again. We are going to move through our Vashisthasana, so we'll roll over to the blade of the left foot, stack that hand underneath the shoulder, right arm reaches up. You can maybe gaze up to the thumb, and then if you'd like a little bit more, reach that hand forward to the front of the mat, front of the room. Breathing here for 3 as you lift those hips up a little higher. 2. And 1. Drop that right hand back to plank. Shift back through downward facing dog. Good. And that left leg will go high. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee in, round, and step it forward. Good. Warrior 2, rise up, curl those hands up. Exhale. Inhale, reverse. Good. Exhale, side angle pose. Use the elbow to the knee or drop the hand to the inside, either on the floor or the block. Gaze up to that right thumb. You can use that left tricep if it's on the block or the floor to push that knee away. And then drop those hips down a little bit deeper. You can reach that right hand to the front of the mat, extended side angle. 2. And 1. Sweep that right hand back up, inhale. Exhale, sweep it down. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Heel toe that back foot in. Trikonasana. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you open those hands. Use the block underneath that left hand If you can, hover that left hand above the shin. Great. Good. Breathe here for 3, 2, and 1. Reverse Trikonasana. Inhale, pressing through left foot. And then exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Good. We turn right foot steps in. Lift the chest. We square the hips. Exhale, fold in, chin towards the shin. Crown of the head towards the floor. Good. On your next inhale, you lift the chest, bring the hands underneath. You can bend this left knee if you like. You can take a little step back with that right foot. You sweep this left leg up high, 3 like a dog. Inhale. Bend that knee, open the hip, shift forward, and then drop that heel, that foot. Wild thing. Lifting those hips. Shoulder open, gaze to the fingers. Inhale. And then exhale, bring it back. Draw this left foot forward, top of the mat. Good, you're still with me, that's amazing. And then we'll make our way to stand. Drawing that right knee into the chest. And then we'll take that ankle on top of that left knee. Flexing this foot, we'll begin to sit the buttocks down low. Good. You can keep the hands at the heart space, or maybe you draw those elbows down to meet the knee or the arc of the foot. For 3, if you want to come a little bit deeper, you can fold over those legs. For 2. And 1. You can bring those hands down to the floor. And from here, we'll lift up that heel and come to sit on it. Great. Okay, that's okay if you've unraveled. We'll walk those hands back. We'll drop the hands back. So I want you to meet me here. Yeah. Good. So again, you can have the hands just here. Maybe you feel enough. Otherwise, you turn the fingers up onto the tips. Draw that chest forward, shoulders back. Close down the eyes, and maybe you shift the hips a little side to side. Taking a couple more breaths. And then you'll drop that right foot over to the left. You hook that left heel, or maybe release it up in front. And we'll bring that right hand back behind you. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, hook that elbow, tuck the hand, and gaze back over that shoulder. Breathe into the belly for 3. For 2. And 1. Begin to return through center, releasing. Good, you can release those legs. You can give yourself a big squeeze. And thank you for the hard work that you just did. You can drop the chin into the chest. And then maybe you round through the shoulders, the upper back a little. So drawing the chest away from the knees. And then we will come up into Navasana boat pose. So knees into the chest. See if you can float those shins up parallel to the floor. Reach through those fingers, lengthen through the spine. Inhale here. And exhale. See where you can draw those knees in together, activating those hip flexors. Breathe in. And out. Take one more. Maybe you lift those legs up a little higher for 2. And 1. We'll roll down. Press through the hands. So I'm just going to shuffle forward so I have the space. Press through the hands, knees come up. Halasana. So keep the chin tucked into the chest. The legs are over the head. Maybe you take a lace of the fingers behind the back. Keep extending through those heels so the thighs are engaged. Maybe you draw those toes down towards the earth. Just allow yourself to be here for the next 10 breaths. Noticing the quality, the shortness, and the space you're creating. Last couple of breaths. And then slowly, if you have the interlace of the hands, you'll release the palms to press into the mat. We're going to roll down. Again, soften the knees in towards the forehead. And then the spine comes down onto the floor. If you can, situate those hands underneath the buttocks. Good. As we extend those legs up towards the sky, we slowly lower them down towards the earth. Gentle release. You'll press through the hands that are underneath the buttocks. Yeah. And then we'll lift the chest as we press into the elbows, gazing to those toes. Lifting the ribs, the chest, and then taking the head onto the mat. Take a couple deep breaths in. Complete breaths out. In and out. Good. You can begin to lift the head up off the earth and then roll down onto your back. I invite you to draw the knees in to the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. A little rock side to side. We are finishing our practice. If you'd like to do anything more, please feel free to move into that. Otherwise, I am going to leave you in Shavasana. So when you do come into Shavasana, or when you're ready, you'll extend those legs out to the length of the mat. You can roll the shoulders under, lift the chest, and tuck the chin in. You can take that right hand back to the belly, left hand back to the heart. And as you begin to soften into the breath, the body, the earth beneath you, I invite you to return to the intention for your practice, to how it is that you will show up today, this week, what it is that you'd like to experience or feel. You are the creator of your own reality. So rest in creating your reality. I'm thanking you for joining me Namaste. Any comments or feedback is welcome. Please like this video, please share and subscribe.